Chris with Lee's Tire Company. Today's episode is brought to you by Lee's Tire Company and VaVaVroom. 54% of all vehicles nowadays are running with low or over-inflated tire pressures. All shapes and of all sizes. Today we're going to talk about proper tire inflation. Tires that are not properly inflated can reduce your gas mileage and wear heavily on your tread. Most vehicles that are made from 2006 through 2008 are equipped with a TPMS monitoring system. All vehicles that are 2008 or newer are required to have this system in their vehicle. What this system does, it throws an indicator light on your dashboard near your speedometer that lets you know when your tire pressure is low. When you're going to check your tire pressures, you want to make sure that the tire is cold. The reason for this is because the weather and the heat affects the tire pressure in your tires. The average tire pressure for most passenger vehicles is anywhere between 32 and 34 pounds of pressure. Where you can find the proper tire inflation pressure for your vehicle would be on the inside placard of the driver's side door jamb. If you look on the outside of your tire, you can find a max inflation pressure. You should never use this as a guideline for airing up your tires. The reason for this is because that tells you what the maximum is that your tire can hold. You should never be within 5 pounds of this pressure. Reason being is because an overinflated tire can cause a blowout and also cause a rollover accident. The tire placard on the inside driver's door is going to show you where your tire pressures are. Now, some vehicles are different. Sportier vehicles such as BMWs and Audis have different tire pressures for the fronts and the rears of the vehicle. So paying attention to this placard is very important. On this particular one here, it breaks it out from the front and the rear on these two lines. So if you look here on the front, this tells you what the tire size is supposed to be, and it also tells you here that it's supposed to be aired up to 33 psi. Also on the rear, because this vehicle is not a sport vehicle, it also lists the 33 psi. So if you do own a sportier vehicle, you want to make sure to pay attention to this placard so that you can get the proper tire inflation information. The proper way to check your tires is with a tire gauge. The tire gauge has two important ends. The top portion here is what you're going to insert into the valve stem of the tire. When you insert it into the valve stem of the tire, the internal dipstick is what's going to come out and tell you what your tire pressure is. This particular tire pressure is set at 36. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the opposite side of this tire gauge, and we're going to insert it into the valve stem, and we're going to release a little bit of pressure. And as you can see, it's nestled right above the 33 psi mark. So this tire is at its proper inflation. So let's say we checked this same tire and it was actually low on pressure. This one says it's a little above 30, which is underinflated. What you're going to do, you're going to go to your nearest service station, or you're welcome to come by Lee's Tire Company, and we're happy to fill up your tires for you, check your tire pressure, or teach you how to use this air chuck. What you're going to do when you go to air up your tires is make sure that the chuck and the valve stem have a complete seal so you can get the proper air in. You want to hear a steady flow of air going into the tire. Don't put too much in. Check it again, and you can see that we have it aired up to the 33 pounds of pressure. If you're unsure about your tire pressure or anything that's associated with your tire pressures or tire pressure monitoring system, you're welcome to stop by, call me here at Lee's, or you can chat with me on our Facebook page.